is the Mario movie subverting expectations? Oh, sure, yeah, I guess, I don't know. So the second trailer for the Mario movie just dropped, and to be absolutely 100% honest with you, Chief, it genuinely looks really good. Like, I'm not saying this as a Nintendo fan on the verge of a copium overdose. I truly believe this has the potential to be a quality-ass film. And the reason why this is mildly noteworthy is because of how the public perception did like a complete 180 after we got these first two trailers. For those who don't remember, this film wasn't really held in too high regard for the longest time, given the context surrounding it. For starters, it didn't help that Nintendo chose Illumination of all studios to work with for their first film in over 30 years. But once that cast was revealed, oh my god, was that a fun time. It honestly seemed like Nintendo was trolling us with these decisions. Like, okay, it's one thing to put the fuckheads who made the Minions in charge, but to have goddamn Chris Pratt play Mario instead of the guy who's been voicing him since the 90s, that's where the real problem was. What made this situation even funnier was because of how corporate and uninspired this movie seemed, it allowed people to make very educated guesses on like what type of tropes and story beats would be in it. Stuff like the characters making pop culture references, trendy songs being used, and everyone having a dance party at the end, which still might be plausible. You never know. The best part was how plausible all of this could have been, given the fact this was a film adaptation about a popular video game character with A-list celebrities and was being developed by an animation studio who's bragged about how cheap they've made their movies. And then we actually got to see the movie, and everyone simultaneously said, oh shit, never mind, lol. Or at least they did when the second trailer came out. Now don't get me wrong, the first trailer was really good too. It showed off the new art style, had some cool locations, and Jack Black fucking killing it as Bowser. But it's with the second trailer where the film really shines, thanks to the insane amount of world building it has. If there was one thing I took away from this trailer, it's that it seems to be embracing the world Mario games take place in. Now I know that sounds ridiculous, why wouldn't an adaptation of an already existing IP not take full advantage of their long established universe? Well, judging by the last 3 decades of video game film adaptations, it seemed like the hip trend to not actually play the fucking game the film was based off. Thankfully, that doesn't really seem to be the case here, as the trailer shows off all types of insane stuff from the Mario universe, like the Smash Bros. Arena with Donkey Kong, the kart race on Rainbow Road, and Yoshi's Island, probably, I think. It seems like the writers are taking full advantage of all the material they got and are just like having the time of their lives with it. They're not like, oh, people only know Mario from the retro stuff, so let's only reference Mario 1 and maybe 3, which ironically was Nintendo's philosophy for like the longest time. They're having fun, plain and simple, and honestly, if they're having fun, I'm having fun. Another reason why this trailer works so well is the portrayal of Princess Peach, played by the beautiful goddess Anya Taylor-Joy. The reason I draw attention to this is because outside of like 5 occasions, her only reason for existing was to be saved at the end of the game. And I think I speak for everyone when I say that's boring as shit. She's been a staple character in the series since 1985, yet she barely had more value than a participation award. Well, not anymore, because the trailer gave us a new version of Peach that's empowered and acts like the authority figure her title always suggested her being. For real, it was like genuinely refreshing seeing her take command during that scene where they're preparing for Bowser's attack, and then her going out in her biker getup with that huge ass spear. I mean, she's probably gonna end up getting kidnapped around like the halfway point, and it'll be up to Mario to save her from Bowser during the climax, but still, good job, guys. Real proud. Real proud. The only problem is, unfortunately, in the year 2022, female characters can't be empowered without it being political or trying to push an agenda. Why am I mentioning this? Because I'm already starting to see some fuckheads on Twitter complain about this new version of Peach. My favorite one at the moment being this Peach Skywalker tweet. Honestly, I think it's kind of sad that people are already jumping to this conclusion that the movie's gonna be some woke SJW crap just because Peach quote-unquote dominated the trailer and Mario seems like a bumbling idiot. But consider the context of the film, or at least what we've been spoon-fed by these first two trailers. It seems like Mario and Luigi accidentally get transported from Brooklyn to the Mushroom Kingdom and now have to stop Bowser, for some reason. It's basically the same setup as the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, which is really funny to think about. Now, this is just me spitballing here, but wouldn't it make sense for the people who ain't from around these parts to not really know what the hell is going on, especially when they're going from the real world to a fantasy one? So then wouldn't it also make sense for the person who's been in said fantasy world either for their entire life, or at least for a much longer time, to know how things work and share that knowledge with said outsider? I don't know, I've never seen that trope in movies before. No sir, I can tell you that much. I don't want to harp on this for too long, but if you're genuinely mad that Peach seems to be cool and fun now, then you're a fucking loser, dude. I mean, if you think it's bad now, then just wait until they make a Metroid movie. They'll be like, what? Samus is a girl? No, they can't do that. However, at the end of the day, these are all just silly little speculations from the 2-minute trailers we've been given. For all we know, this movie could still end up sucking, which, you know, would be a shame, but it would suck for different reasons than how we originally envisioned. Like, maybe instead of it being trendy and obnoxious, it starts taking itself way too seriously during the third act, as Mario goes on his revenge arc after Bowser kills Luigi or something. Bottom line, I'm very happy with everything we've seen so far, and dare I say proud of how far we've come. Like, it's hilarious looking back on memes from like no less than 2 months ago of everyone thinking this is gonna be the worst thing ever. And now everyone's happy. Here's hoping they can keep this streak going with the next trailer and eventually the movie, as I plan to do a very formal sit-down review with my friends and we go over every single aspect in excruciating detail. But yeah, the Mario movie. Yay! Okay, that's it. Bye.